Hi everyone, it's Miss G from Kindergarten Kittens. I'm here today to tell you about my summer reading list for my students and where you can find books that are appropriate for your early emergent readers as well. So, of course, we all know that if our students don't read over the summer, that we will see the summer slide effect. Students will lose their fluency. Our really little ones who are just learning how to sound out words are going to fall backwards on a lot of skills that we've worked really hard on all year long, building them up to where they are now. So in order to prepare our kindergartens for first grade, I have come up with some different types of books that you could be recommending to your parents, or if you are a parent, you could be sharing with your child. The first types of books that I would suggest for your kindergartner to be reading are books from Scholastic book clubs. This is an amazing resource that has lots of very affordably priced books for both teachers to order and parents to order as well. Most teachers have a Scholastic book club account already. If you don't, I highly recommend that you sign up for one. It's free. You get so many free books for your classroom when you sign up. They're always doing get a free book every time a parent orders online, or here's this email promotion. So lots of really wonderful books that are discounted and really very affordably published for you as well. The first books that I have ordered from Scholastic Book Club are these high-frequency readers. These came in a big pack of 16 books. I ordered these from scholastic.com, and like the title says, they focus on a high-frequency word or words for each book. Gives your children practice reading easy decodable readers with the sight words and high-frequency words that they need to just memorize. Scholastic also sells these books called Sight Word Stories. And the back even says, Sight Word Stories are funny, easy-to-read tales featuring the most frequently used words in the English language. Memorizing keywords by sight gives children an important tool on the road to reading success. We already know this. These little books are perfect because they're small, they have cute illustrations, and the students feel successful reading them with only a few words on each page. Another set is the Sight Word Readers. This is also from Scholastic, and again, it also focuses on just one or two sight words and has easy, predictable print with the sight words in it. I also found these Scholastic Phonics readers in a previous classroom that I taught in, and these have been wonderful for both my first grade and my kindergarten students. These are leveled all the way past 36, that's what this book is, and I know this is not the last one, and it actually came with a teacher's guide as well, but they're really great just for sending home with your students, and I even have a blackline master of it. So another really fantastic resource to either be sending home with students for the summer, or as a parent looking to get a hold of these, because these are wonderful readers for your children. Another really great set of books that you can be reading with your child and your child can read to you this summer are the Bob books. Bob books are also published by Scholastic. They're easy, they're phonetically regular, so your children can sound them out and then have sight words, and they get progressively more difficult. They have one or two sentences on most pages, less in the earlier levels, and obviously more as you go up in the higher levels. And they actually have multiple collections, as I'm showing you here on the back of this book, from my very first Bob Books alphabet all the way up to Set 5 long vowels. The other great thing about the Bob Books is that you can actually find these at Costco. So they're easy to get a hold of. Check your local Costco warehouse and get a set for your child. The next group of books that I want to share with you are books that you can find either at your local bookstore or you could get from the library. And these are easy readers that often have a title like an I Can Read book. And I have two of them right here that are in my students' classroom library right now. And they are leveled. They have the little leveling system on the back. So these are great for parents who aren't really sure where their child is reading at, what level. And so they can just, instead of just opening the book up like many teachers can do and kind of see, will a student be able to read it? If you can tell the parents, your child is really one of these level ones or my first reading, an early emergent reader. And then they can go and pick out these I Can Read books that are a given level. And then maybe as their child progresses over the summer, they might even be able to start buying levels up. And these are wonderful stories with familiar characters that the students can be reading and feeling successful about. And it has really pretty illustrations in them. Another publisher makes these ready-to-read books. They're just like the Scholastic I Can Read. They have the levels and the chart on the back of the book so parents can easily locate what level their child is reading at. This one's about Eloise. She's a familiar character that our students know from books and from television, and so it's appealing to our young girls in particular. I also have one that's a Thomas the Train book. It's called A Step Into Reading book. And again, it's leveled. It says step 1, preschool to grade 1. Obviously, that's a big range. You can open them up, take a look at the text, and kind of gauge if they are appropriate for your student or child. Scholastic also makes these Scholastic leveled readers that have level 1 and level 2. This one is Noodle, who is a puppy character that my students know and recognize. And then this is a nonfiction book all about snakes. And so again, this is great, particularly for what I'm noticing, the boys who love to read the nonfiction about kind of the animals and some of the gross slimy stuff, that they can read and gain information from a nonfiction text that's not too challenging for them and really is appropriate. When they're leveled, they have the level on the back along with a little description about what grade level is typically associated with the level and what type of text would be inside. The Clifford series also has an early reader book. These are called Big Red Readers, and they actually have comprehension questions at the end of the story so that your kindergartners can be developing their comprehension skills, not just finishing a book and saying, the end, it's done. So that's another really awesome aspect of these Big Red Readers. You've maybe seen these Hello readers before, and they have this little sun up in the corner, and they're again telling you what level they are, and again, showing you on the back where the chart is. So any of these little books that have the levels on them are good choices for parents and for teachers to pick up for their early and early emergent readers in their classrooms or at home. The next set of books that I want to tell you about are books really that teachers are going to have the most access to. And these are books that have come from textbook series other than the ones that you adopted. My school has previewed several different language arts textbook series because we just adopted a new one last year. The various textbook companies go through an almost courting process to see if you'll adopt their series. And so they bring lots of sample materials to your school, including lots of little readers. So I've saved these and actually added them to my classroom library. I have these from Scott Forsman, and they're kindergarten student readers. And they also have this Truck Town series, and these are leveled, and so they would have moved along with their curriculum. And since we didn't adopt it, I kept the samples that were given to me and put them into my classroom library, and these are really perfect for our early readers because it goes right along with a kindergarten series. It knows exactly where a kindergartner would be, has sight words, has easy decodable text, and obviously is really interesting and engaging. So this is a wonderful resource that you could use. I have another one here from Macmillan McGraw-Hill. This happens to be from when I was teaching first grade, but again, this is still a decodable leveled reader that's perfect for kindergarten and first grade. So I've saved it and kept it here in my kindergarten classroom now. The other resource is your science and social studies content text. So my social studies and my science both came with sets of leveled readers that are nonfiction, and they're perfect for your students to build their reading skills as well as develop content knowledge. So I put these in my classroom library as well as have them read them during social studies or science class. Great resource, another way to get your early readers engaged in a text about something that's not just maybe a story or a fairy tale, and the words are easy enough for them all to read. I also use my textbook series old materials. So when we adopted the new series last year, we just kept all of our texts and little books like this. These are the phonics readers for kindergarten, but first grade has these as well. And so we got a whole new set of new text with the program, the Houghton Mifflin program that I'm implementing currently in my classroom, but these were still perfectly good for the students to be reading. These are all phonetically regular. They focus on word families, short vowel sounds, and they're, again, predictable, decodable with sight words. These are an awesome, awesome resource. Teachers definitely find these, use these, go into your school basement, ask your principal, see if they have any old ones laying around, because these are perfect for kids who are just learning how to read. I also love these primary phonics books. These are often used for students who are struggling more with reading, or like in kindergarten, very early emergent readers. And they're phonetically regular. They're taught in a systematic way. So if you go through each of these books in order, it's sequential, systematic phonics instruction. Thanks for checking out my summer reading list. I hope you found some books that you want to share with your students this summer or recommend to the parents of your students to give a try. Let me know in the comments if there are any other books that you think I should recommend to the students and parents at my school. All right, thanks guys, bye.